are watching K34QB.
Good morning and welcome into this Wednesday edition of Good Morning Vail. It is June 5th. I'm your host, Ross Leonhardt. We have a great show coming up. We are talking Campgrounds of America for Campgrounds month going on right now in June. We're talking to a chef. We're talking travel. We're talking the Caribbean, places to go. So lots going on this morning. It's going to be a fun episode. We got Nick in the back pulling the strings. Stay tuned. Good Morning Vail starts right now. Welcome into the TV8 Weather Center. On this Wednesday morning, 52 degrees to start the day at 8 a.m. We'll see a high of 74 degrees. Sunny skies throughout the Rocky Mountains today. Winds coming from the west, 10 to 15 miles per hour. Pretty decent this morning. Into the hourly, things really heat up around noon, 66 degrees. 4 p.m., 72 degrees, and temperatures will start coming back down around 8 p.m., 67 degrees. But clear skies throughout the day today, which is a welcome sight after the last couple days. Eagle, a high of 84 today. Denver, a high of 93. Woo. Vail still looking at that high of 74, and Avon, a high of 79. So starting to warm up and feel like summer here in the Rocky Mountain region. And tonight, a low of 48 with clear skies and a sunset at 8:31, and those winds come down just a little bit, and they start coming from the south tonight. Into the rest of the week, sunny day today, sunny day tomorrow on Thursday with a high of 77. And then heading into this weekend in the GoPro Mountain Game, some isolated thunderstorms and some scattered thunderstorms expected this weekend, but warm temperatures in the mid to high 70s for the mountain games this weekend. Lows in the high 40s and 50s rolling into the weekend. Next week, scattered thunderstorms also to kick off the week on Monday. These are all chances, so you're saying there's a chance. We'll see what actually happens this weekend. Going to be a beautiful day today, though, and we got a lot coming up on Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned.
Welcome back. I am here with Chris Jensen. Chris, you are a life coach and you're an author. Mm-hmm. You've helped so many people live their best lives. Mm-hmm. Before we talk about your book, A Living All In, I do want to ask you, how did you get into being a life coach?
Oh, well, thank you for having me. Nice to see you, Avija.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got my master's in counseling psychology right after college, and coaching was not on the scene then. It was therapy, right? And so when coaching came on the scene and I learned what it was, I thought I am going back to school to become a board certified coach. And a lot of people ask me, what's the difference between coaching and therapy? And in a nutshell, therapy could be about healing past wounds, what hasn't worked in the past, and coaching is all about what works and moving forward. And so I went back to school, became a board certified coach, and opened Chris Jensen Coaching.
That's amazing. And you love helping people. Mm-hmm. Where do you think you get that from? Because that's your gift.
Yeah, that is a very good question. My faith plays a big part of it, I think. I mean, I was born into a faith household, and we grew up learning to be servant leaders, to serve, other people, and put others before ourselves. And I also think I'm an empathetic person, and it just does come naturally to me too, to care very much about other people. And with coaching, I get to learn tools to help other people get where they want to go, right? To get unstuck and get where they want to go. Yeah.
That's amazing. And your book, Living All In, I have it right here. Mm-hmm. It is full of so many awesome tips and tools. Mm-hmm. It is really helpful. I've made notes and I've circled a lot of things. There's something that I really love in here, and I want you to elaborate on it. What does this mean to you? Speak good magic.
That is so important. It's the words we use, the language we use, because our brain is always listening to the words we say. So those words are going to get us where we want to go or not. We get what we focus on. And if what we're focused on is not where we want to go, we're going to get that too. Like if I'm driving down the street focusing on a telephone pole, I might hit the pole, even though I don't want to. So if that makes sense.
So is speak good words, is it how we talk to ourselves or our thoughts, or can it be how we talk to other people?
Yes, it's what you say out loud and what you say to yourself subconsciously and consciously. And so I have something, it is in the book, that it's a framework I created called the 4 F's, and it's very simple. It's find it, feel it, find it, fact check it, frame it. And so the speak good magic comes into play there, where if we feel a way we don't want to feel, that is our time to stop, get curious, right? Because our feelings, none of them are wrong. They are action signals. And so that is when we'll stop and find it. What just went through my head? It might be subconscious. It might be something we didn't say out loud, but there is words that might have gone through our head that aren't serving us. So after we find it, then we fact check it. Is that true? Is this serving me? Is this the best thing to be rattling through my head right now? And if not, frame it. Frame it to something better.
Awesome. And there's something else here that I love that I wanted to ask you about. It's choosing to see others in good light may also be contagious. They may decide to shine that day.
Oh, yes.
What does that mean to you?
Well, I think we are a reflection of one another. We're created for community. We live in community, where humans aren't meant to live alone. If you think about it, we're the only species that, a baby's born and it cannot survive without another person, at least one other person. So we're created to energize one another, right? And so if we're seeing other people in a good light, that, whether they know it or not, it makes a difference. And it can change their internal dialogue. It can change what they're saying to themselves. It can change how they feel about themselves. It can have a huge impact on their self-worth, right? Without even us having to say very much.
Yeah. So a quote that I like, I don't know who the author of this quote is, but it's, talk to your kids as if they're the most wise and mature and amazing people, and then they'll grow up and have that as their inner voice. So there's so much power in how we think and how we speak. What are some tips that you can give to people today who want to have a better day and just want to break out of a rut or just be happier? Some actionable, practical tips.
Yes, well, the 4 F's, like I just said, that's fantastic. I mean, if you feel a way you don't want to feel, use it as an action signal. Stop and think, what's going through my head? Sometimes those are lousy questions we ask ourselves, like, why do I have to be here? Why is this person acting this way? Why can't I get it right? Whatever, those are lousy questions. And when our brain asks a lousy question, our brain, again, subconsciously, we might not even know it, our brain will answer the question. So if the question is lousy, the answer will be lousy. So stop, be aware, ask better questions. And then, like you just mentioned, the example with the parents, right? Yes, it happens both ways, though. Like I said, we get what we focus on. So if we are maybe in fear for what might happen to our kids, that is also, they're feeling that. That is also a reflection. So we want to anticipate greatness for ourselves and for other people, and especially for our kids. Yes, for sure.
I love that. So, Chris, tell me about where people can find this book, and also you have another book coming out.
I do.
Right.
Thank you. This is on Amazon, and all of people can follow me to keep track of the new book coming out in March 2025. On all my socials are Chris Jansen Coaching. Instagram, Chris Jansen Coaching. Facebook, Chris Jansen Coaching. LinkedIn, Chris Jansen Coaching. And then chrisjansencoaching.com is my website. So you can get the book there, and you can also get it on Amazon.
And they can also book sessions with you, right? For
Yes,
coaching?
all my services are on my website. Yes, I love coaching.
What
I'm
is your
available.
new book going to be about?
So this book, actually, I took one chapter from this book and wrote another book about it. So this book, Living All In, How to Show Up for the Life You Want, is really about living all in and showing up for life, even when we don't want to, because that's not as easy as it sounds. Life can be hard, right? And so my coaching and my writing, I think, are special because it's not just, we all know it's a good idea to live all in and show up for the life we want. It's also hard to do sometimes. When life gets tough, how do you do that? And so that's where I come in, and that's where the books and the coaching come in. And so like this book, for example, walks people through how to do that with exercises and very specific examples of how to do that in lots of areas: fear, pain, grief, overwhelm, parenting, addiction, and habits. So those are all addressed in this book in chapters, and one of the chapters does address addictions and habits. So the next book is about addiction and grace and taking the shame off of it.
Amazing.
And how to walk through that.
Does it have a title?
It does.
Okay.
It does. You'll have to follow me to.
We will definitely follow you to
yes,
find out
to
the
find
name
out.
of your next book. Thank you so much, Chris.
No.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. I appreciate the book. Is called Living All In. Go out and get it. It's been a great book, a life changer.
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Good morning, Vail.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that. Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, took like 6 years off here.
I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll. Where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I drove it all to pieces.
Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.
Daily Flash Latino. Designed for the American Latino audience, Daily Flash Latino hosts Jessica Reyes and Fabian Marcano deliver their fresh perspective on the latest entertainment news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, and more in both English and Spanish, aka Spanglish. Daily Flash Latino builds, connects, and celebrates the diverse Hispanic audience. Daily Flash Latino, trending news and entertainment with a splash of Spanglish.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Good morning, Vail.
The International Fund for Animal Welfare is on a mission to protect animals all over. And joining us this morning, we have the President and CEO of IFAL. Thanks for joining us this morning, Azzedine Downs. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing well. I hope you are too.
Thank you. So can you give us a little bit of background on IFAL and what's going on there with you guys?
Sure. IFAL is one of the largest and most respected animal welfare and conservation organizations in the world today. So we're a global nonprofit helping animals and people thrive together in more than 40 countries around the world. And we help rescue, rehabilitate, and release animals and restore as well as protect their natural habitats. So the link between animals and climate change is quite simple. The reason we have this beautiful planet is because we have such rich biodiversity. And so all the plants and animals are critical to our own health. And if you think about it this way, just like us humans, the planet has an immune system. When that immune system is not working, carbon builds up in the atmosphere, and that's why we see dangerous climate change. So wildlife keeps the soil rich and maintains the health of everything from wild grasses, the forests, the oceans, and the fresh air.
Love that, love that. And people interested in saving the planet, right? It sounds like you can start by saving elephants, is that right?
Yeah, so that's quite amazing because elephants are the gardeners of the landscape. And actually, when they thrive, we survive. Elephants move through the landscape and they fertilize it as they go. They spread seeds and they use their tusks to dig water holes. Important point, humans are not separate and apart from nature. We're part of nature and we need all the parts to function if we are to mitigate climate change.
Awesome. And can you tell us a little bit about the new approach called Room to Roam with the elephants?
Sure. Room to Roam is a large-scale initiative from IFAW that spans Eastern and Southern Africa. It's an ambitious vision as well as an urgent one. So Room to Roam is designed to create wildlife corridors that connect 12 critical elephant habitats. It's urgent because if we don't act now, the land will be lost to development. If elephants are forced to stay in one place, then the environment does not remain healthy. And since elephants move across landscapes where people live, we have to take serious steps to help the people that live with the wildlife. Our goal is for animals and people to thrive together on this planet that we call home.
Awesome, awesome. And I know it can be a lot of doom and gloom with these animals, a lot of sad stories, but there's hope, right? Can you tell us, as the head of IFAL, what that hope is for these animals?
Absolutely. I don't believe that we've passed the tipping point, so that's why I say there is hope. Nature will bounce back, but only if we let it. So during the pandemic, we all witnessed how quickly nature begins to heal itself. I think everyone saw all the videos of the animals coming back into the cities. They thrived because it was quiet. And I also have great faith in the younger generations who have great respect for the environment. They understand that when the environment suffers, people suffer. And I know that the news is always bad sometimes, but don't give up hope. There's things that you can do.
I love that. I love that. And speaking of which, the legendary Jane Goodall wrote the foreword for your book. Can you tell us a little bit about your relationship?
Sure. So Jane Goodall and I have been friends for many, many years, and she wrote the foreword to my book, but mostly because she loves donkeys, and there's a lot of donkey stories in the book. She has a great sense of humor, everyone should know. She also celebrated her 90th birthday this year, and she really remains a beacon of hope herself for so many people. She asked me to join her Council for Hope so that I could help spread the message that we mustn't give up this sense of hope that we've been talking about.
Amazing, amazing. Thanks so much for joining us. More information at ifaw.org. That's IFAW.org. Pleasure chatting with you this morning, and keep up the good fight out there.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
And stay tuned for more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity to points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It is camping season, and we are so excited for that here. But joining us now, we have Diane Eichler with the Campgrounds of America to talk trends this summer with camping. Diane, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I see the nice big KOA sign right behind you. Where are you right now?
I'm in Billings, Montana, not too far away from y'all.
Love that, love that. Can you tell us a little bit about this new report that came out and what people can expect this summer?
Yeah, every year around this time, Campgrounds of America publishes our Camping and Outdoor Hospitality Report, which details the trends that we are seeing in 2024 camping. One of the biggest trends that we're seeing, which might be of interest to your viewers, is increased interest in glamping. 58% of all of our campers last year went out glamping for the first time. And so that was a really exciting trend that we're seeing, that more and more campers are taking advantage of. And we really define glamping as unique accommodations. So think deluxe cabins with linens and kitchenettes and bathrooms, to yurts and tree houses and cabooses and those types of unique accommodations. Our campers are telling us that they want to experience different types of accommodations every time they go out. Something different. So glamping is really a big trend.
Awesome. And is that pretty available out there across America to find glamping sites?
Yeah, you know, at KOA, we have 500 locations across North America. We're the largest campground system in the world. And we are also the largest glamping provider in the United States. So you can generally find a glamping opportunity at any of our KOA campgrounds.
I love that. And with so many options and places to stay, where are your recommendations? Where do you recommend people stay?
Well, there's no shortage, as I said, and specific to Colorado, we have 25 campgrounds in Colorado. Obviously, being nestled in the Rocky Mountains is a camper's destination. And a year-round destination for our campers, everything from hiking to skiing, of course. A few of my favorite places in the area is the Steamboat Springs KOA holiday that has some natural hot springs around it, and it's also a key destination for fishing and mountain biking. And our Grand Lake Rocky Mountain National Park KOA journey is obviously a destination that is nestled right in that national park area.
Yeah.
So a couple of favorites in the Colorado area.
Love that. It's always nice being right next door to some adventure opportunities, but people are also looking to just relax and recharge. Are you seeing that trend coming up this summer?
Definitely. Our campers are telling us that life is a little stressful right now, and they want to have a digital detox in order to refresh and recharge. So leaving their computers and their digital devices in the car or in a glove box or something, and then really going out and experiencing nature as a healing way to refresh and detox a little bit from the daily stresses. They're telling us that they really want to do light leisure activities instead of, in Colorado, hiking a 14er. They want to do biking and canoeing and hiking, and also bring in meditation and yoga and celestial sightings and, watching the stars this season. So definitely refreshing and recharging is on the mind of our campers.
Love that. And summer's such a great time to go camping, but what are the dates and what are the months here that you're expecting the uptick in campers?
Well, interestingly, in Colorado, we have a lot of year-round destinations. Camping now is a year-round activity. We certainly see peak camping in the summer season, so July, August, June, and of course, in Colorado, those fall season and when the colors are changing in September is a really high time for camping.
Love that, love that. And glamping sounds so fun, but gotta get your hands in the dirt when you're camping. That's part of the experience, right?
Definitely for some.
Awesome. Diane, thanks so much for joining us. Anything else people should know going into summer and KOA?
No, I would just encourage them all to visit KOA.com to see real-time inventory and to make your reservations, and also check out our blog. We've got lots of tips and tricks for all types of campers to get out and have a great time this summer.
Love that, love that. I also love the color coordination you have going on there with the yellow and the green and the trees and the sign. That is perfect, perfect. Diane, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Tons of great opportunities out there this summer to go camping. And what's beautiful is you can go from one to the next, right? Connect these trips and connect these stops.
Absolutely. A lot of our campers do that.
Awesome. Diane, thanks so much. Have a great summer out there, and check out the website for more information and to book your spots, your camping spots. And we'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that. And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the TVA Weather Center on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Starting the day at 52 degrees at 8 a.m., heating up to a high of 74 today. Some slight winds coming in from the west, 10 to 15 miles per hour, but expect that sun to be out all day today. Noon, temperatures really heat up to 66, 4 p.m. up to 72, and then they'll come back down around 8 p.m. down to 67 degrees, but sunny skies out there, a little bit of wind, and into the I-70 corridor, Eagle looking at a high of 84 degrees today, Avon 79, Vail 74, and Denver is up and into the 90s today at a high of 93. Sunny skies out in the I-70 corridor today. Tonight, a low of 48 with clear skies. Sunset at 8:31 p.m. Winds die down just a little bit and start coming from the south 5 to 10 miles per hour. Into the rest of the week, a sunny day today on Wednesday, a sunny day tomorrow on Thursday with a high of 77 and a low of 51. And then heading into this weekend in the GoPro Mountain Games, a chance of isolated thunderstorms on Friday and scattered thunderstorms on Saturday and Sunday. 40 to 50% chances there, so we will see what happens. And lows kind of in those high 40s and 50s, and the highs in the mid to high 70s this weekend. So it should be a great weekend. Rolling into next week, a high of 67 on Monday and scattered thunderstorms expected. So enjoy these sunny days and the sunshine while we have it, and we'll see what happens this weekend. But saying there's a chance of sunshine and a chance of thunderstorms, so we shall see. Up next, we're going to check in with Avija and Vail Vibes, who's always doing something fun. Let's check it out.
Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. It's America's only mountaintop theme park. In fact, it's so high up that you need to take a gondola to get there.
My name's Arthur Wheeler. I'm the attractions manager here at Glenwood Caverns Adventure Park. A very unique place, right? We've got all of our natural attractions with our caves, and then we have 12 phenomenal other rides and attractions that we have here. Our latest addition is Defiance, which is our brand new 110-foot tall roller coaster, right? And fun fact, it actually has the steepest free fall drop west of the Mississippi. So my favorite ride here is Giant Canyon Swing. Every single time I ride it, right, my brain just never seems to get it, right? It's just, we're gonna get this full send off the cliff edge, and it's just this ultimately thrilling experience, right? It's rated among the top 3 scariest rides on Earth.
I wasn't quite ready to be sent off a cliff on a giant swing, but I did try the Alpine coaster. It's unlike any roller coaster I've ever been on. It's similar to an alpine slide, but you have full control over your own speed. And if you're like me, you like to take things slow and take in the views. There's not a lot of fantasy or make-believe at this adventure park. The views are all Mother Nature, including these caves, which Arthur says have a lot of history.
In the late 1800s, the Darrow family began showing tours in our historic fairy cave that we have here, right? It's actually one of the first caves in the United States to have electric lights. And over time, that cave went from the Darrow family to the Preble family. This is where our current owner, Steve Beckley, comes into play. When Steve Beckley was in college, he began writing to Peter Preble, who was the owner of the mountain at the time, and trying to convince him, like he had found the caves and he wanted to, open these caves back up to the public and really kind of create this awesome experience. And it took over 10 years of writing Peter Preble before they were able to come to an agreement.
That persistence paid off, and now the public can enjoy the adventure park all year round.
During the winter season, we have Winter on the Mountain, where we have close to 1 million lights that we put on all of our various trees, right? So it's just well lit up, and everything is just this magical kind of sparkle that you're going to get in the winter.
Sounds like the perfect day off from skiing. For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avija Scar.
If you're like me, it is time to go on vacation after a long winter. Joining us now is Tommy Thompson with the St. Kitts Tourism Authority down in the Caribbean. Tommy, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here, and good morning.
Yeah, so after a long, cold winter, a nice beach or a summer destination sounds lovely. Can you tell us what people should be thinking about when considering St. Kitts on their travel plans?
Well, when you want a summer vacation, it's got to be St. Kitts and St. Kitts. As you walk down the stairs of the aircraft, you're stunned by the beauty of the island. On one hand, you've got the mountains. The other side, you've got the ocean. And in a couple of minutes, you just feel very, very relaxed and at home. So we've got actually the only rainforest that's actually expanding in the world. And so you've got the opportunity to go and hike up Mount Lyamiga, which is our version of a mountain. It's 3,000 feet up, and you can actually go down into the crater, which is a dormant volcano. And, within the rainforest, you can actually do some ATVing and some zip lining. A great way to get acquainted with the island is to take a tour, either by a taxi or by a scenic railway. And we've got like one of the only railways in the English-speaking Caribbean that's still fully operational. It's a great way to get your bearings and get a feel for the island, for the destination.
Love that tip. What a great idea. And it looks beautiful down there. And obviously the nature is beautiful there, but there's also some music and some cultural happenings. Can you tell us a little bit about what's on the schedule this summer?
Yes, we've got what we call the Summer of Fun. And it kicks off on the 27th of June with the St. Kitts Music Festival. It's a 3-night festival with all genres of music. So it starts around about 7 p.m. in the evening and can go through to like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's really an endurance event. But you have great music, and you got the opportunity to have great food, great drinks while you're there at the music festival, while enjoying the music. And then that's followed by the Nevis Mango Festival. Nevis has 44 different varieties of mango. So all dishes and drinks are mango inspired. And then we've got the St. Kitts and Nevis Restaurant Week. And this year, the product that we're using is papaya. And we're really, really excited about this because we really want to see what the chefs are going to do and create with papaya. And during Restaurant Week, we also have what we call the St. Kitts Grill Fest. And that's where we bring the local grillers together to compete against each other. And they have the choices of either chicken or pork or fish. And this year we've introduced lobster. And then that's followed by the Nevis Culturama. And it's going to be 50 years of this. And that's their version of Carnival. And then that's followed up at the end of summer with CPL cricket. And then one of the last things that we do between December and January is what we call Sugar Mass Carnival, which is St. Kitts' version of Carnival. And we like to say we're the only carnival that goes from over 2 years. So from January, December to January, it's 2-year carnival. Come join us.
I love that. I love that. And then there's also some history going on there. Can you tell us a little bit about those offerings?
Yes, St. Kitts, we've been changed hands between the British and the French. So there's a fort that was actually built by the British. It's a World Heritage Site fort called Brimstone Hill. And, it was constructed by the British to defend it against the French. But it's also great tour guides who are there, who can take you around the fort and then give you a history of the fort and also of the island. And the view is so spectacular. You get to see Statia and Sabre, two of the Dutch countries. And it's just amazing, breathtaking, the view that you've got there.
Awesome. And so for St. Kitts, would you recommend a weekend trip, a week-long trip? If I could take a year off and come, what's your recommendation on checking out St. Kitts?
I think coming from your area, you got to do at least a week. So you come and you get acclimatized, and then, you call it hanging out in the United States. You call it liming. So you get to bust a lime with the locals. And so, there's lots of food options as well. So you can try the local Kittian national dish, which is the stew fish, along with stew saltfish, along with the coconut dumplings, the breadfruit, and the plantain. But if you want a 5-star meal, then you can go like the Park Hyatt and do an 8-course meal there. But in between, you can go to the fish shacks like Omari and get some of the local fried fish with boiled green bananas and plantain. And then we've got an area called the Strip, with like 8 or 9 bars and restaurants, so you can go bar hopping. So you can go liming with the locals and just taking it all in.
I love it. I love it. If you're down there, keep an eye out for Tommy. Tommy, where can people go for more information in this full schedule of what's coming this summer?
So you go to our website at visitstkitts.com, and you've got all the information about the activities, about the hotels, about the flights, And, it's just one of the great websites that we keep updated. So it's very current information, and it just entices you to come and visit us in St. Kitts.
It sounds so wonderful. If anyone's looking for a +1, let me know. I'd be happy to join you on that trip. Tommy, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Have a great summer down in St. Kitts, and we look forward to a possible vacation down there this summer. And we will be right back with more Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, Vail.
Daily Flash.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
The Paltrowcast is an award-winning weekly series featuring exclusive interviews with entertainers, athletes, and other influencers. Tune in weekdays at 10 a.m. to see where the conversation takes us.
Paltrowcast. Join us on the famous Leadville Railroad. This historic train ride takes you on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for an afternoon of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Our scenic train rides are a perfect place to bring families closer together while immersing them in the natural beauty and rich history of this picturesque region. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Make memories that will last a lifetime. Tickets available at LeadvilleRailroad.com.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
One of the longest-running syndicated television series is back, America's Black Forum, a weekly series highlighting the latest in our lifestyles, business, entertainment, and finance. We introduce you to entrepreneurs who are making their mark in the business world and leaders who are fighting for change.
Welcome to America's Black Forum.
Tune in each week to know what's happening in our world today on America's Black Forum.
What happens to a poker player when there is life-changing money on the line?
Hey, catch! I'm rooting for me.
When they are faced with adversity?
Holy smoke. Jason can't even breathe right now. Look at him.
When a WPT title is within their grasp?
How sweet that is, baby!
See for yourself with a front row seat to all the action on the World Poker Tour.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Good morning, Vail.
Backyard barbecues are in full swing, but it can be tough to accommodate all of your guests. Lucky for us, we have celebrity chef Marcus joining us. Marcus, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. So I understand veggies can be a quite a nice little touch to a backyard barbecue. Can you tell us what you're working with this summer?
Of course. I mean, vegetables, first of all, it's grilling season. It's finally barbecue season. And I love grilling just like anybody else, right? It's the time when the family gets together. And, vegetables and fruits is such a great option. And you want to make sure you trust where the vegetables and fruit is coming from. So our friends at Cox Farms have really set us up so you can do this all year round, right? You have this beautiful greenhouse farm, so totally can trust it. No bad pesticides, no bad chemicals in the food whatsoever, right? And you can get it locally grown, and they're going to be delicious all year round. So today, I'm doing this vegetables, beautiful salad, and I'm grilling my mushroom. I have this crisp lettuce on top, finishing it off with some really nice cucumber and tomatoes, right? Look at these tomatoes, they're beautiful. And the key here is really glazing the vegetables, whether that's a sweet potato, whether that's peppers, glazing them so they get that umami flavors. I got these beautiful peppers on the grill. That's that red sauce I have here. That's the vinaigrette. That's the bottom vinaigrette. Just like you would, think about the way you would cook a fish or meat on the grill. Same thing goes into vegetables. You want to char. You want to get beautiful char on the flavors here. So this is what I got, my red pepper bottom sauce here. I got my mushrooms, and I'm glazing it with miso. And this combination between a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of lemon zest, a little bit of garlic, and soy, and I'm glazing my vegetable with that. That sets me up so it's going to be beautiful caramelized. And this beautiful crispy lettuce that I'm going to put on top. This comes from a great farm called Bright Farms. So you have this crispy, crunchy, really delicious flavors on the grill.
Man, you make that look so easy, just like you did on Iron Chef. But what are some tips you have for regular folks like me that might have some blunders when they get to the grill this summer?
Well, I mean, first of all, have fun with it and bring the family and friends. Right? Grilling should be really this moment where you hang out, where you celebrate your friends and family. And I think that's the joy in cooking outside, the joy in grilling. Then, it's obviously easier when you can trust where your vegetables and your produce come from, right? So when you have something, what's great here with Cox Farm is that nationwide, right? So nationwide, you can get great, beautiful produce all year long. So once you have the trust and it's going to be about a recipe that you are familiar with, I think that sets you up for a really good cookout, right? And then, of course, flavors. This flavor combination between miso, fermentation, sweetness, and a little bit of lemon zest and garlic, you can have that on anything. You can have that on your peppers. You can glaze that on your sweet potato. You can glaze that on your cauliflower. So you're guaranteed this beautiful caramelized flavor, right? So that's really when it meets this glaze, it's going to caramelize, and that's how the meat, or in this case, the vegetable, is going to taste fantastic.
And make it sound so simple. What's a secret ingredient you're looking forward to using this summer?
It's really about, I love going to the store or the farmer's market and just feeling like, okay, what's talks to me, right? And when you have peppers like these beautiful, right? For me, it's like that gets me going, right? I want to char them, I want to grill them, I want to add a little bit of salt and pepper to them. And a pepper like this, you can stuff it, would be amazing. You can get some little bit of rice going and beans going, you have them stuffed. But you can also just serve them here like we've done. We blended it and it became really our sauce, which adds so much flavor. So something like this, and of course corn. It's summertime, so corn.
Yes, love that, love that. Can you talk a little bit about the future of food and Cox Farms and what they're working on?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Cox Farm's really hitting it on what is present and future of food. Trust is food safety is so important, but also think about, the green initiative. You want to make sure when you do something like a greenhouse farm, you don't have to worry about, think about so much about, there's been fires across the country, like in California and places like that. You don't have to worry about a really big storm or bad rain and flooding. So you can control how you grow something, both from weather, which is really, really important, but also you can control it from, bad chemicals and pesticides. So I think when you have a controlled environment and you have a network of farms across the country, you're really setting up both the locally grown, but also the guarantee that you can supply all year round and get people inspired to cook great food all year out.
Amazing, amazing. Where can people go for more information or to see what you're up to this summer?
You can of course go on Cox website and figure out, get inspired and get great website. Follow me on Marcus Cooks. I'm cooking all over the country this summer. I'm really, really excited. Anytime you can cook outside and you have some great, beautiful vegetables and fruit, and don't sleep on this beautiful grilled strawberry cobbler. It's really, really delicious as well. Traditional cobbler recipe. The only difference here is that we're grilling the strawberries. There's tons of great fruit that you can put on that grill, whether it's strawberries or pineapple or oranges, that give that caramelized, beautiful taste as well.
Awesome. Chef, thanks so much for joining us. Looking forward to some veggies on the grill this summer.
Yes.
And have a great rest of your day and a great summer. We are going to jump into the weather real quick, and we will be right back with the weather. Today we have a high of 74 degrees, a low of 52. Winds coming in from the west, 10 to 15 miles per hour today, but sunny skies expected throughout the day today and into the evening. Temperatures start coming down tonight, 67 degrees at 8 p.m. Clear skies throughout the day today. Looking at I-70 corridor, sunny skies everywhere, 93 in Denver, 79 in Avon, 84 in Eagle. It's going to be a sunny day. Some thunderstorms rolling in this weekend, possibly, but just want to say, whoever you are and wherever you're watching from, thanks for tuning in. We love having you tune in to Good Morning Vail, and thanks to everyone in the studio today. What a great show. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all.